So I'm starting part 2. So you will have to answer to the master, because there's no, they say there's no deed that go unpunished. So if you do good, you're going to reap good. And if it's a bad deed, you're going to reward your punishment from God, because there's nothing that we do that God don't punish us for. Because even although we do things and we said we hurt our body, we still have to give account to God, because God made this temple and He give us this temple for us to take care of the temple. And that is why some person and myself are refusing to take this thing in our temple, because we don't want to damage the temple. Right? This is something we have. We get it to take care of. And that is why we are so passionate about this thing, because we don't understand a lot of things regarding this new thing that is going around, that everybody have to take it. I've been in Canada for a couple of years. Well, I'm an immigrant here from JA, because many of you know. And I've been here and I've never been told before or mandate. I know when I'm looking at job, some workplace tell you to do a TB testing. And it's not something you do every year. You do it for that time to see if you have tuberculosis. So that is why you do the test. If I'm correct, somebody could correct me. That is why we do that test, because I have done it to get the job. And I've never been mandated to take the flu shot. Nothing else have been mandated. We know as children, as you hear as parents, and you have the proof, the paper, the record, that you get measles shot, you get chicken pox shot, and rubella, and some other few that we get from your kids. And so this one makes me very, very anxious, and have this anxiety and have this panic, and I'm wondering, why are we being forced to take? What is really going on? And that is why it still makes me uncomfortable to get this job. And I've known persons that I've worked with, and they're so broken, they're so hurt, because they had to take it to make their living. And I'm in the same position that eventually, if God, I'm praying to God for a turn. Look how you know that it's conspiracy. I'm trying to make sure I pronounce the word properly. It was supposed to be ending in November. So I would do my last work in October. And they extend it to November. So I got some shift and I worked November. I've read on, there's an Alberta site I read, and it said they're giving us and other person opportunity to go and take the thing, which is against our choice and our wish, in order to pay our bills, to eat, right? And to bless others, to pay our tithes, to pay our offering. You're taking away our livelihood. There's no conscience, there's nothing. The leader, and I forget, I have left my book. I remembered I was going to talk about, if any and all the politicians and governments and leader has gotten any financial benefit from this, and putting your people, your citizens, if you have gotten, and because of that you're pushing for every one of us that don't want to take it to get the job, and you guys know that persons have been damaged because of this, persons have died because of this, and I am one that, not because it's a mandate, it's nothing to do with it, it's just my conscience, it's just my gut feeling. I just didn't, when it came in being, I just didn't feel to take this thing. I'm telling you the God Almighty truth, is nobody put me to this thing to say, okay, I didn't want it. But when I start to research, start to listen, start to see so many things that a lot of the big medias are not bringing on, that person, when I look and say, oh my God, people, children, twiddling, tremors, shaking, your good pitney, can't do anything anymore for themselves because of the job. And yet still, all.
People are feet and children dying and they don't
And
know.
yet still, we are still being pushed and forced to take this thing against my will. And I'm doing this video to say, I have no fear because I know the God that I serve, and I believe if whatever they choose to do, it will not harm and do many things. But it's my choice and it's my right. Why can't we say no to this? Why are all of us being for? There is something bigger in this picture. Yeah. And God, I know I don't know everything, but I know I'm not stupid. The blind can see, the deaf can hear, that there is something with this thing that is being pushed and it just being pushed. Why? You know what humiliate me? Let me tell you what happened. I am working. You want to say anything?
No,
I've been working.
It's the whole world I'm having this thing. And I'm 70 hard years of age and never hear this in all history. That the whole world have this injection and having this pandemic thing.
That's my dad talking.
That is something that then is conspiracy between America and China. God, I want to rule the world. I do not want people to serve God. Matter you take a vaccine, I do not know. They do not want us to serve God. So the church them shut down. Most people do not have any corona, but them lock down the church. Your prime minister in Jamaica, they get $2 million from this. When him?
My dad is passionate, so he's passionate about this thing here because we know we know that there's an evil plan and scheme. This plan here is from the pit of hell, and most of I do my videos and I'm asking you guys to share, but I will share my one and two. I will share most these things. When you see, we have never. I'm telling you, I am not a chicken. I'm getting become an old fold. My dad is 70 something. He has never. He's passionate and he will speak his mind. We have never seen where there's a one order, we call it one order, world order, where everybody is doing the same thing. Never in history. I will sit down and this is what the enemy come in with. The division. And that's why I know this is a plan from the devil, from the pit of hell. And that is why it hurt me. I'm hungry. I'm everything. And let me go back to work. Let me tell you how you feel. I feel humiliated. I am no fool. I'm no chicken. I'm getting to become a whole fool.